Hi guys, it's Ghoul. Welcome to the channel. Today we've got a bit of a different one for you, a requested video for a girly gamer pastel room. So I built a house instead, obviously. As you can see, I did end up going really quick for the floor plan and the roofs because, well, if you guys know me by now, you know me and Ruse just do not get on in the slightest. So I thought I would speed it up real quick. I love how simple this ended up being in the end. We do stick with just 4 colours, which are white, pink, purple and grey. And yeah, I really think that having things simple kind of worked in our favour. I did end up not putting as much terrain in as normal, to be honest, and I kind of did that in the last couple of videos as well, and it really worked out well. I like how we managed to get a lot done in the self-timed time frame. This build took 18 minutes from start to finish. It is on PC this time, it is a little different as normally I am on the PlayStation 4. So this is using all base pack, I believe. I don't think there is any DLCs used. Obviously I might regret saying that, I might see 1 or 2 bits later on, but yeah, so I do end up just very quickly choosing the 4 colours and arranging the fences and just to kind of make it look a little bit more inviting, but not so much so that it looks like a farm. So I definitely got rid of the front fencing. I know that this is kind of different in the sense of I don't normally do pink. I'm very much more of like a, I don't know how to put it, like a Tim Burton style is probably more my thing. Pinks definitely not on my list, but I like how this turned out. I went with pastel pink because I didn't want it to turn into a total Barbie fest, because we have already done a pink build in our rainbow series. But again, I love how we could kind of mix in different looks here. I went with like a super modern, well, retro kind of modern door and windows to match. I do, maybe in hindsight I would have changed the windows slightly, maybe just done the 1 instead of the 2, but overall I do like how it did, you know, it turned out well. So, you know, I think hindsight is a wonderful thing, as I think in all my videos. But yeah, definitely there are there's room for improvement, but you know, your girl was on a roll, so I decided not to actually make a perimeter wall around the build. I kind of wanted to keep it fairly open, and as you can see, I did just stick with those realms of the 4 colours. For each room we have a bathroom, a bedroom, kind of a kitchenette area, and the gaming room. I wish I would have put the kind of door, the front door, into the kitchen rather than the gaming room, but other than that I probably would not change too much of the floor plan at all. And super quickly, I really want to take a minute to shout out to my lovely neighbours who have heard every outtake of the last couple of videos. Honestly, there are some funny ones. I think I just might make a compilation of all the times that my voiceover kind of went a bit wrong. But so going on into the bathroom, I kind of wanted to explore using those 4 colours, but kind of just like keeping things different. I didn't want it to stay, you know, one style. I wanted to mix up a bunch of styles and use the space as differently as possible. I know I tend to stick into old patterns when I do builds, but yeah, overall I do like how this one turned out. Again, probably if I was to change something about each room as I go through, I would probably change the bathroom. I'd probably make it at least 1 square bigger width wise, because I do feel it's a little bit of a weird shaped room, but it kind of works, and I do like how it eventually turned out, even though I probably changed my mind about 600 times in this build. But as I say, I had a time limit and I had a goal, and we just got on with it, and I think it, you know, for what it is, it turned out super well. And of course that was the debut of the pink toilet. In every build I try and make something a little different, and that was the one this time. So focusing on the bedroom, I kind of wanted to go for some chill vibes with some darker colours, kind of sleepy purples and that kind of thing. But yeah, I couldn't resist putting a pink wardrobe in because I don't know, I just thought it would be the epitome of like girly and all of that kind of stuff. Obviously feminine and girly is different for everybody, so I kind of wanted to go with what I knew the person who asked for it kind of wanted, and yeah, I think it really fit the bill. We do go in with some cute lamps and some decorative items throughout the build, and of course it would not be a me build without some candles. So going on in, I wasn't too sure if I wanted this to be the living space or a chill space. and I kind of just wasn't sure, so I left it as it was. I did end up kind of turning it into a living space and then changing it out later on. As always, I am a procrastinator kind of girl. Like, I would like my mind, like if you've ever watched my Twitch builds, we rebuild the same room up to 3 or 4 times because I think it's just gonna look right, you know. And yeah, I had to change it in the end because I didn't feel like it kind of took up the space as well as I wanted, and I didn't really want to cram it in the corner of the pink room knowing that I already had a kitchen planned. I really kind of knew that I wasn't happy with it, so I did just move on to the kitchen and try and come back to it at a later point. As you can see, I have too many collectibles, so that's what we did. We kind of put some clutter around the house to make it look a little more lived in. I included some of the person who requested the video, some of her favourite things, and yeah, and I thought it turned out super cool. So moving on into the kitchen, as I say, there is something I would have changed about every room because, you know, that's me. But yeah, I probably would have made the windows a little smaller to kind of fit the kitchen a little better. I was really umming and ahhing about what to do with this room, so again there was a bit of a pause, but I was kind of like, do I take it all out, do I start again? I wasn't too sure. So yeah, I went in and made like a little kitchenette area, and then I thought, right, this living room has to go. I wanted it all out because I kind of had an idea, but as you see, I'd already started the kitchen, so I wanted to kind of at least finish that. Again, I went in with the pinks and the whites to kind of break up the grey floor a little bit, and yeah, I think it turned out really well. And of course, you'll see in a second, that's what I meant by the window. Yeah, I do add on a little tea set and some mugs, kind of a nod to my amazing ambassadorship with Bird and Blend, which I will link below. And yeah, you can't have a carry build without tea. So yeah, I included just very basic items, and again, I really just wanted to explore the lighting options, so I didn't go for my standard light. I kind of went with these incredible fillable lights and little butterfly pictures to match the ones in the bedroom. So going on into what actually makes this build a gamer build, I really modelled this on my brother's amazing desk. He's got like a really cool corner desk, and yeah, and I really thought it would be kind of cool to have 2 desks and a bunch of electronics on the desk to kind of make it, I don't know, make it look a bit more like busy. I did include the purple gaming pod because I just thought, honestly, why not? I love it. And this speaker light thing that's on the desk now, I just think it's such a cool colour. And yeah, and I was really gutted that I could not find the stage lighting, because that would have been a perfect like addition to it with all the colours and stuff like that. So I went with these filament tube lights instead, and they kind of did the job. So going back on in to kind of make the room and the house look a little more lived in, I did go through and kind of go with some nail varnishes and like pretty things that make me feel girly and kind of feminine and cute. You know, I just thought, why not kind of go for it and have like a few little products on the side. I did include the infamous cookie jar, and because again it wouldn't be a me build without one. And honestly, this is the last kind of section. Moving on to terrain, I kind of only wanted to keep it like very simple, wanted the house to speak for itself rather than the outside, so I went with some simple lavender plants because I know that they are the requester's favourite. Yeah, and kind of just kept it super simple. I put like a little like set of lights outside and a really nice bench. But yeah, again, I kept it super simple because we already had such a cool build of the house. I didn't want to go too far, and I was on a bit of a time limit. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm just going to put the last couple of touches in here. But yeah, again, this is really fun and cool to do. Normally I wouldn't have done this kind of build. Pink is not my favourite colour. But yeah, so the last change I actually make to this build is adding a half wall. I had hoped that I could have added maybe something in the background to kind of have a background wall if my sim decided to stream, but yeah, for some reason I totally forgot to put that chalkboard in there. So yeah, so that is it, my loves. I hope it was a good video. Obviously any feedback is appreciated, and yeah, I love the fact that we did something a little different and it ended up being super nice. So thank you so much for watching. Honestly, it's been really cool the last couple of builds to just kind of have that creative flow and do something a little different. So yeah, thank you so much, and I will see you guys in the next video.